Hi everybody, and welcome to this webcast practice rehearsal for a teacher meet that I'm attending tonight. I thought maybe I would just test drive it using this so I could get an idea of the time. So a teacher meet lasts around 7 minutes, so I'm just putting on my stopwatch at the moment and see how we go. So hi everybody, just a little bit about me first of all. My name's Mark Sparvell. I work for Principals Australia Institute. I'm a primary school principal and teacher coordinator for the last 20 years, and there's my details of my blog site up there, and you can see I've got a retweet of Al's invitation to come and talk to you guys tonight. So what I'm going to be talking about and sharing is my use of Answergarden that some of you may or may not have used. Answergarden is a minimalistic feedback tool. It's easy to use. Let's have a look. It's powerful, it's fun, it's free, and it really cuts through a lot of sort of unnecessary verbal diarrhea. So it's answergarden.ch. So what we'll do is we'll create one live so you can see Answergarden in action. What I like about it is that once you've created it, there's a lot of cool stuff that you can do. So you can have a play around with one here, but we'll create an Answergarden. So when you create an Answergarden, you need to come up with your question, your topic, depends on what it is that you're after. So if I were to type in here teach meet, I could then set whether I wanted unlimited answers, which I usually do. As people add the same answer, it just increases the size of that word in the cloud. I usually enter an admin password. That way, if people post something inappropriate, I can remove that. So we type in teach meet feedback, appears there, and you can see at the top of the screen there's a unique URL. You can share and use this live. You guys could do that now. You can it generates for you a QR code, so if you've got a QR code reader, you could certainly click on that now and contribute. I'm not live, so I could be though. You can embed this in a social network using the embed code that it provides, or you can email a direct link. You can do all of those things. I really like the share buttons down the bottom here. It allows you to share really easily with Facebook, with Twitter, with WordPress. I like the way you can export the data. It comes with an API, so you can export it, which is pretty neat. That's where you get the QR code from there. Now, so that's an example of how an Answergarden grows. I think it only shows the most frequently used words, so if your garden is growing nicely, all of the not so very important words will be hidden. So I think around about 40 words, but you can go into the admin tool, and which I think was on the previous screen, yep, down here, and you can have a look at all of the hidden words, and that will show you up to 100 tags. Over on the right hand side of the screen, you can see an example of an export, in this case into Wordle. Obviously you can do that into Tagxedo too. Holding your mouse over the words in the live version will show you the number of contributions. Lost my cup of tea. So here's just an example of a Wordle that's been embedded into, in this case, the pownet.edu.au site. We were engaged as staff in an activity of identifying some values for the organisation, and the best way to get feedback from people was to use an Answergarden. So the PAI staff were able to, from their tables using their mobile devices, their laptops, their tablets, contribute a response which was then aggregated on the big screen. In terms of uses of Answergarden, obviously it's sensational as a polling tool, fantastic as a brainstorm tool. Use it to collect feedback. You can use it as a survey tool. It's good for collaboration. It's good to also, for crowdsourcing, straightforward answers, or testing out, answers that a group might have, or just collecting comments. But again, it only allows for a really small number of characters, 20 characters. So people need to be pretty succinct. But I mean, you could do a dictionary activity where you're asking for, synonyms or antonyms, and have students coming up with responses in groups and so on. So, this is me and where you would find me. Mark Sparble at Principals Australia Institute. Feel free to drop me an email. That's about 6 minutes, so that's not too bad.